First visited by Captain John Smith of Jamestown, Prince William County once covered all of what is now Northern Virginia. During the colonial period, it was a center for the tobacco trade. Up until the late 20th century, it had dozens of small dairy farms. Back in 1998, the leaders of Prince William County set aside for slow growth the western and northern edges of the county. Now known as the Rural Crescent, this area is where farming is still possible amid the subdivisions, and local farmers are finding ways to make a living.
Many people moving from the city or moving from other areas coming into the county, wanting to do entrepreneurial, urban agriculture, alternative type agriculture business. And so where crops and vegetables may have been, very popular in the past, we have mushroom growers, lettuce growers growing hydroponically. We have microgreens producers. We have flower farms. And there's a lot of interest in new and alternative types of agriculture.
We have people in Farm Bureau that are interested in starting blueberry farms, raspberry farms, some of the other things that others have spoken of, flowers and microgreens and lettuce and things like that. So that's important to nurture that.
With 330 farms on more than 35,000 acres, agriculture continues to be a valuable part of Prince William's economy. Growers here earn more than $12 million from selling crops and livestock every year. The top farm commodity combines nursery, greenhouse, floriculture, and sod farms, generating $2.4 million each year. Another $2.1 million comes from raising cattle and calves. Grain and soybeans account for $1.9 million in cash receipts. There are several chicken operations, a small number of vegetable operations, and quite a few horses, alpacas, and sheep in the county. Many Prince William farmers have shifted to operations that adapt well to their suburban neighbors, like turf grass.
Went into the turf in 1997, and that's been a great market for us, to diversify. And it actually allowed us, when the dairy market started to crash, we got offered a fair market for our cattle. They actually approached us, and we went out of the dairy business. But the cows left in November of this year. So we were a dairy, grain, and sod farm, but now we're just a grain and turfs.
So we have 16 acres, but our flowers don't take up but even an acre. We have a couple of other little niche things going on that do take up space on the land, but we're able to grow the flowers in a very small area. So even if you don't have a lot of property in Prince William County, you could still be doing some sort of growing.
Diversification is the key to survival when farming close to urban areas. Growers like Taylor, a ninth-generation farmer originally from Pennsylvania, understand that large-scale operations are now out of the question, but their potential customers are right next door.
We have about 500,000 population in Prince William County. There's nearly a million in Fairfax County. So getting that word out to them it's a wonderful challenge.
I think there is interest in developing the agritourism business locally, whether it's a brewery or a winery or pick your own or pumpkin patch. I think there's opportunities, and we want to help each individual kind of figure out what's suitable for them.
My favorite thing about it is being able to make some money on the side through a hobby that we love, getting flowers and farm fresh things into the hands of people who, I always hear stories when I meet them at our honor stand, like, I'm taking these to someone who is, has cancer and they have chemo treatment, and every Friday I bring them, or, this is for someone's birthday and weddings.
Farmers would like to see more government planning options to better control growth on the remaining farmland.
They can't sell less than 10 acres because there is no tools in place. So if we could bring in tools that, our county has actually did a preservation study, and you came back and presented PDRs, purchase of developmental rights, trade of developmental rights, and cluster development. So that way they could do, like, if you have, take 60% of the land and preserve it, for parks, for open space, for, anything, agritourism, and then put the houses on 40% of the property.
Making a profit, weather worries, and competition from expensive development are all challenges to farming in the shadow of the nation's capital. But the farmers of Prince William County remain passionate about their businesses and their lifestyle, and they're adapting to their new neighbors to keep agriculture alive here. In Prince William County, I'm Dave Miller.